Welcome back to Full Speed Ahead. Today we're mountain biking miles of single track, paddleboarding in the ocean with seals, and hiking one of the steepest trails anywhere around with several bucks. This video is all about surviving Christmas with my 63-year-old dad when I was visiting over the holidays. He's in exceptional shape, so let's see if I can keep up. The first challenge was a rarely hiked route with over 2,300 feet of elevation gain over 2.5 miles uphill. It's more like a goat trail. You could tell how few hikers move through the area with multiple bucks casually hanging out and not disturbed or distracted by humans. We were even within 10 feet of one of the bucks, and it barely even cared. This hike was absolutely incredible. You really had to earn it on the way up, but heading down, you had incredible views with massive drop-offs on both sides and just really scenic looking down at the LA area and quite picturesque. And here you have another buck just hanging out, not really too disturbed or distracted, pretty much unheard of in Oregon where I'm from. Bucks are much more skittish. Next, we have the Sunrise Ocean Paddle. This was a few miles out in the San Clemente area just south of Laguna. Unfortunately, there wasn't much surf, so this was really the only option with getting out in the water on a surfboard or on a paddleboard. But normally I'd be out here surfing, catching some waves if it was more than 1 to 2 feet. The weather was surprisingly nice for December, and it was in the 70s, so even early in the morning, not too bad. I'm only wearing a 3mm wetsuit and stayed plenty warm out there. The sunrise was top-notch, absolutely beautiful. And finally we make it to Seal Rock. You can guess why it's named Seal Rock. Seals everywhere swimming around in the water up ahead. And then also you've got the bull seal lion there on the left. And he's kind of watching over his territory. Don't want to get too close to him and cause any issues. They can get a bit more aggressive and confrontational. It gets really shallow in this area too, so there's a reef out there. So didn't want to fall in and hit anything too shallow. Alright, and then paddling back to our launch point, and we went right under the San Clemente Pier. Another iconic location in San Clemente. And even though the surf was small, I caught a small wave as we were heading back to shore. Cruised on in, and turned out to be a little bit of fun. It was an ankle snapper. Not too much size on the wave, but still a good time. Alright, next up. This was the most challenging of the adventures right after the hike. And this one was the long distance cross country mountain bike ride with my dad. He is an exceptional climber, so whether it's road biking or mountain biking, he can climb all day and still have some energy in the tank. Me, on the other hand, I break a pretty good sweat and I'm huffing and puffing the whole time going uphill. I didn't record too much on the uphill sections since it's a little more boring and slower paced, but it just climbs for miles and miles, and it's, you know, pretty narrow. There's a lot of ruts from just where it's washed out. Here we are at the top, and right behind this railing there's Glendora Mountain Road that a lot of road cyclists go up. I'm on an older KHS borrowed mountain bike. It's a little bit heavier, kind of bulky, but it got the job done. Alright, so heading down, here we go. What's nice about riding in Southern California is you don't have tons of huge trees blocking your views like you do in Oregon. So you have incredible line of sight, you know, views with drop-offs oftentimes and kind of ridgeline-like settings, and you can actually see where you're at. It was screaming fast going downhill, and my dad's pretty quick too. He's been mountain biking a lot more than I have. He's pretty quick going downhill even on single track. So I was chasing him up and chasing him down. He's in incredible shape. But this was the Monroe Truck Trail heading up to Glendora Mountain Road, and we had a blast. He kicked my butt, and we got off the trail right before it started to dump rain. So some interesting weather patterns on the mountain. The bottom of this trail is super fun because there's a bunch of small water crossings as you're going through the river. So it really just kind of gives you a classic mountain biking feel as you can ride through them, and your feet get wet and you're throwing water, spraying water everywhere. It's a good time. Alright, thanks for tuning in. That's the end of the video for Full Speed Ahead. I hope you enjoyed the content, a little more diverse and switching things up a bit with this video. Let me know in the comments section what else you want to see. Film more content and get more content coming your way. Alright, thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe.